gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and tripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move rockin' on? Now who wanna move crossing on? Now who wanna move out on? If you got stripes, sing it, let the city know you rock 'em. Yeah, we got 'em.
Welcome to another episode of Bengals and Brews. I am Dale Altman, joined by Big Savage Greg, joined by Pork Chop, and joined by our guest who went to get a soda, Mr. Chick Ludwig. Corey Dillon will be on in about 10 minutes from now. But Chick Ludwig, iHeart Media, Cincy, 700 WLW, 30 years as a sports writer at Dayton Daily News, 12 years on the Bengals beat. It goes on and on. Host for a Bengals game, sports talk, umpire, referees, done it all, everybody. Chick Ludwig, man, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, it is awesome to be with you guys. Dale, Pork Chop, and of course, Greg, man, in Madeira. Greg's been bugging me. I feel bad. Man, my schedule's nuts. You know, we're substitute teaching basically every day. And then the spring season's coming. So fast pitch softball. A guy told me years ago as I was getting ready to, you know, what do they call it? Take early retirement.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're going to get back into it, you want to do girls fast pitch. Thousands of girls are playing, and it's baseball on 5 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
It's a fast game. I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And I wanted to kind of start off. We are going to be joined by Corey, so this goes in with him. We won't give him the big head for you to, you know, maybe talk nice about him before he gets in. But even beyond Corey, who are, you know, 2-3 guys that you've just enjoyed in your 12 years covering on the Bengals beat, some of your favorite players to cover, have discussions with, whether, you know, it was on record, off record, whatever.
When I walked into the locker room at Spinney Field,
Oh, man.
Joe Kay of the Associated Press said, stay away from that corner. We call it Cancer Corner.
Yeah.
So I really don't want to mention any names, but tried to stay away from it. But guys that I just absolutely loved, right at the top of the list, CD's there, but Willie Anderson, OMG. You'd approach his locker and you'd start going beep, beep, beep. The loading dock. You know, you're backing into the loading dock. He would fill up your notebook and fill up your, you know, your tape recorder. Andrew Whitworth, an absolute prince. The offensive linemen are the best guys. They are just the most down-to-earth, best guys. Richie Braham. And I upset him. I'll never forget when Richie Braham snapped the ball over Achilles Smith's head in Cleveland. The Bengals were getting beat. They lost in Cleveland. And I had this, man, I was stupid. But I tried to provoke the coaches. I really did, asking them questions. And Dick LeBeau, Coach, do you think Richie snapped the ball over Achilles' head on purpose? and I tried to take it back as soon as he goes, oh, no. What did you mean by that? You know, anyway, Richie can hear this in the locker room. So I go in the locker room. He goes, what are you trying to do? Get me fired? And I said, what kind of beer do you like? And he said, Bud Light and I brought him a 6-pack. Yeah. But training camp was at Georgetown. All 12 years I was on the beat.
Yeah, I went there 3 or 4 years when it was Georgetown, even though it was a 3-hour drive.
And you got away from home. Yeah, I miss my family, but you could concentrate on football 24/7. For a month. Man, it was awesome.
Yes.
And I was kind of in charge of the accommodations. Got us a great room rate at the Shoney's Inn. Showing up Shoney's.
That's right.
And just hole up there. Well, once in training camp, they would allow the players, you know, a night off. You know, right around the scrimmage and the mock game, Okay. So like that Wednesday night beforehand, or it might have been after, but one night we would go down to the Cheapside Tavern in Lexington. Okay. And Glenn Steele tells me everything is off the record. Everything.
Oh.
So he starts picking our brain, a couple of writers and me, kind of the linchpin, getting people fired up. What are the coaches saying about us? Who's looking good? Who's not? Couple new writers were there. You tell them, Chick, off the record, anything gets printed, we're coming after you. And Glenn Steele, Glenn the Animal Steele from Michigan, one time on the road, he's watching Michigan and Illinois or whatever it was. Michigan loses and he crushes a lamp in his hotel room. Crushes the lamp. We're walking through, the writers, we tried to travel together. And, okay, so I think we land in San Diego, and we're walking through the lobby, past like the tavern area to the elevators. And Justin Smith's standing there kind of holding court, big Justin. He goes, "You guys go to all the games?" "Yeah, man, we see you dudes more than we see our families." He goes, "God, must be a great job." We're there, if we didn't have to write, it would be a super job.
Yeah.
Just kind of travel around and, So, but just, God, memories flooding back. But Willie Anderson, God, Prince. Yeah, the offensive lineman,
from the current team. And I agree, like, those are two of our favorite offensive linemen, man. Shout out to the offensive linemen.
The Divas really are the whiteouts. We're at training camp one year, and this was when they had a bye week during training camp. And the guys got to leave, and we're hanging out in the parking lot, and whose Jaguar is this with Utah license plates? We're waiting on it. Comes out, Darnay Scott. Darnay, what's the deal with these Utah license plates? He says, "Hey, baby, you got to mix them and match them so they can't find you." Carl Pickens would bum quarters off riders.
Oh,
He had a big soda machine. Quarter for a pop, for a Mountain Dew. Quarter. Can't beat it. And he's bumming quarters off. And his paycheck's $107,000 a week.
It's because he didn't carry change. He didn't carry change, Chick.
Oh,
he didn't have that.
Yeah. But Carson Palmer treated me great. Anytime, man, he was a prince. God, and Ryan Fitzpatrick, just awesome.
Yeah. He's still awesome on
he is.
air now.
Neil O'Donnell, 1998, Neil O'Donnell.
Greg's favorite player.
First year I started watching the Bengals was when Neil O'Donnell was our quarterback.
No kidding. Yeah, and we talked a lot, and he said, "Man, when you win, that next week goes by like in 2 days. You lose, and it feels like a month."
Right.
And man, that is so true. When they're losing, God, the season just drags.
Right.
But God, these last few years, so jealous. I mean, I was the beat writer from starting in 97, and that was the year Boomer came back.
Right.
And that was a memorable year because he was blocking when Jeff Blake got injured. Man, Boomer could run the offense seriously with his eyes closed for Bruce Coslett. And Bruce tried to get him back. But Mike said, go to Monday Night Football. And I think he was done. He was done. His kids were growing up. And
that's a big what if, though, had he come back for one more season.
Yeah. Oh, man, CD. Oh, CD was awesome his rookie year, 246 against the Tennessee Titans, breaking Jim Brown's record. And that's who he patterned he said it numerous times. That was his hero, patterned himself after Jim Brown.
Yeah.
And I said, Greg, in a message, you put all the natural disasters Put them in a blender. Blizzard, tornado, hurricane, typhoon. In a football blender, you hit puree, and out comes Corey Dillon.
Yes.
The dude ran so angry, man, like you were trying to steal food off his table.
Yeah.
And speaking of food, CD, how's the food here at Georgetown? And believe me, it was awesome.
Yeah.
An absolute spread. At lunch was freaking awesome. CD, how's the lunch? How's the food here at Georgetown? I had better food in juvie. Yeah. Unbelievable, dude.
Yeah.
But you brought up Willie as one of the first ones. So your thoughts on how much of a travesty it is that he is not in the Hall of Fame yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year is the year. Finally.
Yeah, he was truly, man, as the years go by, you appreciate him more every year.
Yeah.
And when Anthony Munoz retired, the draft that everybody had the Bengals taking, Willie Rofe out of Louisiana Tech. That's who they should have taken. But they took the defensive end out of Alabama. Gosh.
I don't even.
Yeah, I have to look it up. I mean, his name. I'll be 70 in July. Names are sometimes escaping me here.
Yeah.
But
well, you look good for 70.
Yeah, you do.
yeah, Willie Rofe winds up becoming a Pro Football Hall of Famer.
Right.
So you just get so used to excellence there, you kind of forget, God, can anybody play this position?
Right.
You know, they thought Kevin Sargent could, Rod Jones. I mean, the list goes on. And Willie was really drafted as a left tackle out of Auburn. He was more comfortable on the right side. And he'll fight you to this day that that ain't the blind side. He said they're coming from the other end too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
If you're a lefty, that right side's the blind side.
And he didn't get his due for the all-decade team and things like that, because those would always be left tackles that would get that due.
Yeah. And he was right at the top of his era. So I think it'll eventually happen. And the more success the team has, the better the chance you have to get in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Ken Anderson should be in there. If they would have beaten the 49ers in Super Bowl 16, he'd be in there.
Yes.
And I sat on the committee for 10 years. There's too much emphasis placed on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It just is.
That's why all those Stillers are in there that,
Oh, yeah.
from
Yeah.
the 70s.
Absolutely. And, oh, my God, the Bengals fought them tooth and nail. Swept them one year, and they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right.
Like 74 or whatever. Yeah. But the list of players is endless. And since their retirement, I've gotten close to Jeff Blake. I'm close with Leapin' Lamar Parrish. And I think Greg knows this. It's a hobby of mine, a passion of mine. Anybody that wore the Bengals uniform in a game is special to me. You lace them up, you're putting your health on the line.
Yeah.
And so I do track the Bengals' deceased players.
Oh.
You had to have played in a game to be on the alumni list. And I'm up to like 66 guys. And, when they played, the college they played at, the date of death, and the years they played for the Bengals, and then hopefully a cause of death. So a lot of tragedy, but then, a
lot of celebrating what they did in their careers. Still, don't forget about it. And the Ring of Honor helps. The Ring of Honor helps.
People look at it as morbid, but others really appreciate knowing. There's my man.
There he is.
There he is.
Oh my gosh.
What's
the
up,
highest
man?
compliment, like I mentioned to these guys, CD, the highest compliment I can pay you, take all of the Earth's natural disasters, blizzard, tornado, typhoon, hurricane, place them in a football blender, and out comes Corey Dillon.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. That's my guy right there, man.
Awesome.
Hey,
And I've got
absolutely, man.
record-breaking
that's an
runs.
awesome assessment, man.
I got them on my refrigerator, you know.
And who they all? Who they all?
Yes, who they?
Yay.
Yes.
All right, man. Hey, I'm sorry for my tardiness, but nowadays, you know what? I'm not as lazy. I got shit to do.
Hey, did
You got
Jimmy
you
A
got
get
so
a
much
hold of
shit
you?
to do.
I was at Jack Brennan's 50th wedding anniversary.
Hey, wait. Jack Brennan?
Jack Brennan and his wife had their 50th wedding anniversary.
Oh, that's awesome. What is Jack up to now?
Man, and Jimmy A was there with Paul Alexander.
Not J.A. Come on.
And I
man.
saw Jay, and I showed J.A. our selfie.
No way.
And he said, CD was in town and he didn't call me. He says, send me that photo. I sent it to him, and I'm wondering if he got a hold of you.
Hey, listen, J.A. calls me out of the blue every blue moon like clockwork, man. So we'll eventually catch up. And
Is he the best?
he's the best,
Jimmy
man.
A was the absolute best.
Listen,
Regular.
Hey, do it. Hey, his favorite thing. If it's worth doing right the first time, do it all the time. You know what? That stuff sticks with me. I done heard that so many times from him. And that means you're a good coach when stuff resonates and stick with players and they can remember some of the stuff you taught you. I mean, honestly, man, for the most part, me and him, we had a relationship. He was just teaching me on how to be professional. He knew what the situation was and what was going on. And he always used to tell me, man, Corey, through it all, never let him see you sweat, and just keep, no matter what the game situation is and how it's going, you make sure you go out there and you perform and you do what's needed for you so you can rest easy. So that type of stuff, man, that carries a long way. It's not even a football term. That's life terms too. So
Yeah.
So it resonated, man, and I get it. He's one hell of a coach, man. So hey, it's kind of crazy, man. We sit back sometimes and me and him have conversations of like, man, you should have been a head coach. You know what I mean?
Oh, he definitely has that in him. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, he would have been a great head coach, man, because you know what? He's relatable. He's a player coach, you know, and man, I wish that would have transpired, man. I probably would have been on the staff somewhere, to be honest with you.
Hey, I just told the story. Georgetown College. Hey, CD, how's the food here? I had better food in juvie. Yeah, I remember it. Well, and Carl Pickens would take one day to talk to the media. One day, you know.
Oh, my God. Hey, Chick, I didn't say juvie, did I?
Yeah.
I had better food in juvie.
Corey, is this true? Can you confirm this?
Oh, my God.
He said, quote me.
Confirm.
Yeah.
Oh, is it true? Can I ask this?
Oh, man, you can shoot
Is
anything
this true?
by me, man. Go ahead.
After you got drafted, some writers are calling me from Washington State. All right.
Okay.
Dude told me CD showed up at Washington State University and spent just enough time to throw a potted plant through a window.
Oh, shit.
Is that true?
Uh-oh.
Think about it.
Busted.
Who told you this, boo? Who told you this shit?
The Huskies rule Washington, brother.
All right. So check this shit out, man.
I actually was on a recruiting trip to Washington State.
Yeah.
Right. So I was up there. This is before I even went to Washington. I was still at Dixie Junior College. So I go up there for a visit, and some of my hosts that were hosting me, they got into it with some frat people there. I'm at a frat party.
Yeah.
So one of the dudes that will host it threw some shit through their window.
Yeah.
Oh, it could have easily been.
You got the blame for it.
Right.
Oh, it was never written.
That's what I mean. Like,
Never written.
Through the grapevine, though, he got the blame for that.
Hey, as the legend grows, I did the shit though. But hey, it is. Hey, listen, story's true. I was there, but shit, me physically throwing stuff through windows, that wasn't me, bro.
On a recruiting visit.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, hey, what does that say to the Washington State people? I'm definitely not coming here. So fuck that. I wasn't gonna do all that, man.
Yeah.
Recruiting is kind of tricky, man. Back then, you got to be on your best behavior. You know what I mean? Or shit, my options wasn't that great. You feel what I'm saying? So there was I potentially could have went to them. Honestly, I could have went to Washington State. I thought about that. My first choice, we all know, was the Huskies. So I didn't want to burn no bridges at that time. We're going up there doing some stupid shit. So, hey man, it's a true story. It's definitely a true story. I was there. I seen it happen. But me physically throwing stuff through the windows, I don't remember.
Good. But just so many great memories.
Yeah.
God, your rookie year, tell me if this isn't true. You went for $1.99 against Cleveland.
Yeah.
And CD could have gone for $3. Three.
I think it was the third. Hey, man, I had a $1.99 probably at the middle of the third quarter, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and Bruce Kozlitz said it after the game. Hey, we got to play these guys. This is our rival. We got to play them twice a year. So I could understand it. But let the record show CD could have gone for $3.
I could have. That game. It felt like, man, it was that game. I could have went for two whatever.
Yeah.
At the most. So the third quarter, middle of the third quarter, bounced around and shit. They put Kajana up in that joint, Joe, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Well, I guess my day is over with. So, and that's how it went, man.
Oh.
Like, get me a hot dog.
I think it was. Oh man,
that's how it went.
I got so many memories, brother.
Hey, I'm over there. I'm looking around like, man, I'm ready. I can still go a little bit. You know what I mean? So, but at that time, man, I'm figuring in Bruce's mind, he's trying to protect his player. You know, hey, you had a good day. We ain't gonna try to risk injury. That's how I looked at it.
Yes.
I didn't look at it like, sit down. We're gonna keep you from trying to, go out there and break some type of record. But that was one of them games, man. We was running up and down the field on Cleveland, man. Easy.
And then, how about Detroit? First carry.
Oh man, that 96-yarder, man. Yeah.
96. I said, man, is he gonna break it again?
96 and out the gate, man. Yeah.
96 out of the gate. And I'll tell you, guys, CD took every handoff to the house in practice.
Yeah, I'll bet.
To the house.
All the way to the end zone, huh?
Yeah.
Whether it was 40, 50, 60, 70, it didn't matter. He took
they
it
used
to
to
the
get
house.
mad as hell at me in practice. Like, stop running to the. I'm like, dude, you got to train your body for these situations.
Yeah.
Man.
So you were trained for 96 against Detroit.
Yeah. It worked out that day, man. So listen, man, we had overall, just looking back at it, man, we had some great players there, man.
We did.
And it's just it's sad that we couldn't max our full potential.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because I felt. Listen, the the crazy part about that rookie year, man, I really felt if Boomer would have came back, the whole scenario of that next year would have been different. I think
we were talking about that too.
Yes.
I'm thinking it would have changed. It would have changed the whole chemistry in that locker room and everything. So with him, you know, hanging it up, which is his call, and nobody can gripe about that, man. That's his decision, man. He done played a lot of years in the game. So, but I promise, if he would have came back and we would have started that next season with him under center, man, it would have been different. It would have been a lot different.
Totally agree. Because he could run Bruce's offense with his eyes shut.
Right.
And
he demanded that the attention and command of the offense, man, and everybody respected and looked up to him. So I was looking forward, you know what, I'm thinking to myself, I said, you know what, yeah, rookie year was okay. I could do better. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking in my mind, I'm coming back and Boomer's gonna be, leading the charge, and hell, we got an opportunity.
Yeah,
and man, and getting that phone call saying he's gonna hang him up and retire. I was just like, fuck, dude.
You know what? A lot of people say, "Oh, Mike Brown didn't care about winning." I'll tell you, we're in Minnesota in '98 with Neil O'Donnell. All right, we're in Minnesota, and Mike and his family are sitting in the press box, like a row or two behind the writers, the beat writers.
Right.
And O'Donnell goes back, and Darnay Scott breaks free, wide open, like over the middle. And Neil checks down to Crazy Legs, Brian Milne. We called him Crazy Legs. All right. So Mike is there, and we could hear him. He's there. Throw it, throw it, throw it. And he pounds his fist on the table in the press box. So you could tell, man, the dude had some passion.
Yeah.
And
man, it wasn't. Listen, man, it was. Dude, to be honest with you, it's a collective thing when you playing a team sport, bro. You know what I mean? It's. I mean, let's just put it in perspective. Owners own, players play, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it boils down to that 53, 52-man roster out there figuring it out on how to get it done. So, and we could talk till we blue in the face about management, this part, that part, coaching. But dude, at the end of the day, man, it boils down to guys going out there collectively getting it done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that collectively, I say we had great players, but collectively, we couldn't find a resolution to get it done out there. So we're all involved in that, bro. It's just not, we can't really point at one area and say, you know what, this is why we wasn't winning back then. Because
the guys asked me about some of my favorite players, and I mentioned Willie Anderson.
Right.
I've got to mention Takeo Spikes.
Right.
Oh my God.
Right.
Stories. I want to hit a guy so hard, his helmet flies off and his head's in it. His head's inside it. The dude was,
and that's the type of dude. His neck was like a tree stump.
He didn't have a neck.
I mean, it was like this big.
His jaw muscles went straight into his shoulders.
So at Thanksgiving,
man, it's like God. I'll be like, you know what? In practice, leave me alone, bro. Let's say this to Sunday.
So at Thanksgiving, he's hosting some dudes at Thanksgiving, okay? And he tells the writers he's going to have the different dishes, that he's going to have. And then he tosses in raccoon. All right? So we come back after Thanksgiving, and we're standing around his locker. How was Thanksgiving? Oh, okay, yeah. Nice. How was the raccoon? And he says, oh, man, that coon didn't work out too good. Yeah, I think some guys got sick. Oh, man. Oh.
Hey, man. Hey, dude. I don't know about all that coon, man. I'm good.
Right. Yeah.
I'll pass on that.
But CD, man, you look at
Right.
Chad, TJ, Chris
Right.
Henry, Carson Palmer.
Right.
Oh my God. You were right. They had some studs.
Right, man. It's right. I don't know what it and you know what it's kind of it's funny how things done went, full circle. Now it clicks, it resonates. They got everything in place, and everything seems to be working like it should be working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a process. This is how I look at stuff, man. It's life, man. It's like life, bro.
Yeah.
You got to go through some shit in order to get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man,
And
that's why we're so happy for you in New England, in that environment,
and listen,
and winning a Super Bowl.
And that part, I mean, just some of the shit I done been through, like football-wise, prepared me for that situation. And this is what I'm trying to allude to. It's life experiences, man. Like, yeah, everybody has that ability and should have that right to make changes with themselves, their organization, whatever. We see it full circle right now. We see it.
I got to tell a thing on CD here. I guess it was.
Uh-oh.
He's like, his shit, you done said it through a window on a recruiting visit.
Contract or whatever. And all the speculation. And CD's coming off the practice field, and we're talking to him. He goes, "Everybody knows me but me." and I remember writing a little blurb. Is CD going to get traded at the deadline? So there was some there was speculation. See, the coaches don't tell you nothing, so you've got to read the tea leaves.
Right.
Smoke and mirrors,
Right.
So, like right now, you knew they were going to franchise tag T. Higgins. They can't let him go.
Right.
All right. They're not going to tell you that, so you got to read the tea leaves. Anyway, CD comes in the locker room and says, "You and you." He grabbed me and Hobson, Jeff Hobson.
Right.
We were the only ones allowed to talk to him. I felt privileged because the Enquirer and Post were wondering, what the hell's going on here? Why aren't we involved? And I'm there with CD and Jeff Hobson. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
And CD went off. Oh, you're going to trade me? It was awesome.
So, hey, I speak truth. That's part of what he's telling you part of my story, and it's all factual. This is I haven't got on one podcast and fabricated any freaking story about my career, the stuff I've been through. That's one thing I don't do. One thing I will tell you, man, if I fucked up, I fucked up. I tell you, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I did it.
And another story I love.
I always keep it a buck, man. I always keep it 100. That's just me. I don't care what the circumstances or where it takes me, good or bad. I'm gonna tell you and keep it 100 with everybody. So
absolutely,
yeah, man. And them are real events. Hey, Chick, he's telling the truth about a lot of stuff. I don't know about that throwing that damn thing through Washington State window.
Right. So CD's got a groin injury. All right.
There you go.
And there was some kind of growth or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're around his locker and he says, "Man, hey," just kind of pointed to his groin, man. "Hey, I mean, hey, it's an issue."
Right. It's an issue, man. It was. Listen, that thing kept me out for 8 weeks, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, I missed 8 games over that.
And you know what? You helped out Rudy.
Yeah. So
you helped.
So
you got to pass the torch here a little bit.
Me being hurt, the trade the trade conversation, there was like a silver lining in between all that, right?
Yeah.
So the silver lining is, hey, Rudy showed up, balled out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in all that perspective, man, it was like it's not a hard situation for anybody anymore. You know what I mean? It's like if I wanted to go, let me go. You know what I mean?
CD, I don't know if you've heard this story. I love telling it. Cliff Gross.
My guy.
Your guy. All right. He shows up at training camp with a helmet, this Army helmet. And where they're like, he's wearing his Army helmet around, lunch and all that. And we're there. We grab him and I'm there. What's the deal with? He says, I bought it at an Air Force show in San Antonio. All right. Cool. And so we're talking about the defense. He goes, the linemen, they're like elephants chomping around out there. He says the linebackers, man, they got the heavy jaws. They're like the hyenas with the jaws and everything. Man, they hunt in packs. He says, and then you got the DBs. They're the rats because they carry diseases. And there's so many of them. He says, my job is to exterminate them. Oh, he was awesome.
Oh, man.
And he
Hey, man,
he comes up to me in the locker room and he goes, Chick, he goes, where can I get my car fixed? I said, what do you need? He's got like a GMC, I don't know, a SUV or whatever.
Right.
And I wrote down the name of Rose Automotive in Hamilton.
I remember, yeah.
I said, you call these dudes, they will take care of you. They will get your car fixed. Hell, they'll give you a loaner. They'll give you a new car, whatever.
Right.
And he said they took care of him.
There it is.
And CD, when I retired from the Dayton Daily News, I sent Mike Brown a letter. I love the alums. My dream job would have been as an alumni relations director.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm already keeping track of the deceased Bengals. I got 66 of them.
Man, wait. What?
Yeah. I keep track of deceased Bengals players. Is that crazy?
Hey, don't keep track of me, bro.
Right. Don't get on that list, Corey.
Man, that means I'm still alive, man. I'm still somewhere talking shit.
That's
man.
right. But anyway, I love the alums. And I told these guys, anybody who plays for the Bengals, who's strapped on a helmet and shoulder pads and cleats, man, they put their health on the line. And, man, I love the alums.
Right.
And I would like to help them.
Well, call the Bengals and ask them why.
That would have been my absolute dream job. And Mike sent me back a very nice letter. And he basically said the same thing to Jim Breach. That, if we had that position, you'd be considered. But.
Hey, you need to send a letter to Elizabeth Blackburn.
No kidding.
There you go.
Because I think Elizabeth might actually.
Hey, I would love to get her in studio for an hour. Really.
Yeah,
and sure. I'm good friends with her mom.
Wonderful for that, man.
And I remember the two girls running around the field at Georgetown College.
Yes.
And they got brains, man, and they got vision.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're. Yeah.
And this is what I tell people, man. Like, I know people, I mean, this way past the situation. The shit is dead to me, to be honest with you. Like, I tell people this. If that team back then was constructed like it is now,
yeah.
Shit, I wouldn't have left. It wouldn't have been you know what? Because I would feel like we're making efforts to win a fucking Super Bowl. That's what it's all about. Right. Making an effort.
Effort. Yeah.
An effort. You know what I mean? Showing effort, making an effort. You know
Bob
what I mean?
Kraft, he was on one of those morning or afternoon shows.
Right.
And he said when he took over as owner of the Patriots, he was going to do everything possible to win a Super Bowl.
And them fuckers got 6. You know what I mean?
And how many's he got? Yeah.
So that's what, and it's I know it's kind of splitting hairs at this point in time, but it's that little stuff that matters. It's the little details about certain stuff. I mean, a lot of people get to the league, man, and they're happy that they're there, number one, which, I was happy. I was blessed. I made it. But to some point, you got to ask yourself, man, what do you want to do while you're here?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's only so much money you can make. There's only so much football to be played.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, in my short span, like, shit, why not be driven by trying to win some shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's just the competitiveness in me. Man, dude, I fucking hate losing.
Right.
Oh, I hate it with a passion. Hey, dude, if we were playing checkers right now, you beat me, man. Hey, man, you got to stay here until I beat you about 5, 6, 10 times.
Yeah.
Hey, did you let your kids win, Corey?
Hell no. That's why they probably think I'm an asshole right now. That's
Right.
Hey, CD, how old's your daughter now, man?
But my girls get that part of me too, and they got that. They got it to a certain extent. They ain't like me. I'm just like, I'm overboard with it. So, yeah, man, because I knew there'd be a time like this. I'm gonna be somewhere. I'm gonna be in my 60s and shit, and I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna ask myself, like, was it worth it? You know what I mean? All the shit you put your body through. You said an important thing, man, dude. Why do you think I'm fighting so hard for my fucking legacy, man? I know I look good. I'm healthy. I'm one handsome black guy. Yeah, I know that shit.
Yeah, man.
I get that. But the reality of stuff is this, man. I possibly shave years off my fucking life as well.
Yeah.
Playing against my love.
No
You know
doubt.
what I mean? So
No doubt the sacrifice. People don't see, CD, they see all the glamour.
that part of it, right?
They see the glamour. They do not see the blood, sweat, and tears.
People don't see me when I wake up, man. I'm walking with a fucking limp because it's cold and my knee hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
or
yeah.
My back done locked up, and I'm walking hungover for 2 weeks. Nobody see that part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and I'm talking coming from a standpoint of, dude, only had one major injury. I've been blessed enough to, go through 10 years, and I had a torn groin and had a left knee scope. That's the extent of it.
Wow.
And I see myself, and I'm 49 now. And dude, sometimes I wake up, I'm like, I'm fucking 60, bro. It just depends on the weather. So
I gotta tell you, Corey, that shit fucking happened to me, and I didn't play football at all.
there
I
you
played
go.
in middle school. It's like getting old.
Yeah. It's a combination of getting older and shit, and just the wear and tear on your body, bro.
Exactly.
Like,
Well, all the car wrecks you were in.
Oh, yeah.
man, it's a
it's
car
like a
wreck
car-
every Sunday, man.
Every down.
Every Sunday.
That's
Every
true.
down. Yeah.
Every down, man. So
Oh, man.
I put my body through hell, man. For the love of that game and the passion. I love playing football.
Oh,
Hey, another reason I want to see you in that Ring of Honor, man, because
Exactly.
you earned it out there.
Oh, it's coming.
Right.
That's
Right.
it, Chuck. That's what I'm saying. You want to do the PR for the alumni, man. Why has this man not been ruler of the jungle
Oh,
and the Ring of Honor? This is his year. We
man,
got to get him in the Ring of Honor this year.
Hey, listen, man. There's some things, man, you can't control. Like this aspect of it, I can't control that. I can't control how people perceive and act towards me. Dude, hey, all I can tell them is, hey, man, I forgive you. There's no hard feelings. I'm not tripping with you. It's a business.
Yeah.
That was just the business side of it. At the end of the day, man, everybody moves on back, and you know what I mean? Moves on and go on to something different. Let's stop holding grudges about this dumb shit. Right. It's dumb.
Yeah.
What is so awesome is reconnecting with CD.
Yeah.
Because I would ask Jimmy A from time to time, how's my man, CD? Oh, so can I have his phone number? I'll call him and ask if he'll come on the radio with you, Chick. And
hey, man, you got my number.
That's it. I got your number now.
Anytime, hit me up. I'm there. Hey, I might be a little late because of, colored folks' time. But
hey, 3-hour time difference too.
Hey,
cut this man some fucking slack.
Would love to have you come back on with me because I've got Saturdays here in March. I just had 3.5 hours by myself on WLW. Man,
hey, I'll sit there and we'll knock off an hour. I love to do it.
I mean, you're basically doing a show by yourself right now.
20 minutes would be awesome.
Man, this is what I do. Hey, man. Hey, as you can see, a lot of shit done changed. I'm receptive to the media, Chick. Hey, bro. Anytime I can get on there and talk.
And that doesn't include us. We're not the media. We're just.
Hey, man, I ain't got shit to do anyway but talk.
Golf on Wednesdays, though, Corey.
Hey, man. Hey, Pork Chop, you know me so well, brother.
That's right. Golf on Wednesdays.
Hey, man, and I heard you trying to get rid of Big Fancy. What's up, man?
It was going to be for a fucking Cadillac, though.
Man, I see you, Big Pimpin'. I see you.
Hey, listen, though.
After
you sat in that fucking seat, man, it jacked up the fucking value of Big Fancy. I could sell it now for a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
You buy 2 Cadillacs.
CD, I told the story. Richie Bram. I asked Dick LeBeau.
Damn sale price. I don't know. It's me.
I asked.
I don't let anybody sit in that seat anymore.
Yeah.
Man, when I see you, and that's soon, I'm gonna sign that fucker, and there it is.
There you go.
Hey, man, we're gonna trade Fancy in for a Bentley. How about that?
Hey, there we go. All right, I like it.
CD, I told the story. I asked Dick LeBeau.
My God.
Bram snapped the ball over Achilles' head on purpose.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I got myself in trouble. And I go back in the locker room, and Richie goes, "You trying to get me fired?" I said, "What kind of beer you want, Richie?" And he said, Bud Light. I brought him a 6-pack the next day.
No. Hey, man. Hey, listen. As players and media, man, we've been through some shit now. We've been there, man.
Oh yeah,
we've been there. And you know what's refreshing, that we can sit back right now and we could talk, rehash those memories, and smile and laugh, man. That's what shit is about. It's supposed to be about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I understand the whole transition from going from Cincinnati to New England. Hey. But bro, I wouldn't. This is how I look at stuff. It's steps, man. I wouldn't be the man I am today without going through what I went through in Cincinnati, New England, University of Washington.
Yeah.
Junior college. That's all makeup. And the whole thing about life is learning from shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're supposed to learn from each step and each phases of your life going through. That's what it's about. I learned a lot. I learned so much.
I can hear, this is Reggie Williams. Reggie Williams told me this, Chick. He said, every experience that you've had in your life is continuing to mold and shape you into the person you are and becoming.
There it is.
It's so true.
And if you take out one of those experiences, you're not exactly where you're at right now. And that's what I always say. Like, I'm happy where I'm at right now. And there's some fucked up shit happening along the way. But if it wasn't for those things happening, I'm not exactly where I'm at right now.
Exactly, man. So, and to sum it up, man, you gotta take the bitter with the sweet. And sometimes the bitter is not that bitter, bro. It's you post to go through that to make you better. So, hey, man, my time in Cincinnati wasn't all wasted, and it wasn't all damn bad, man. I got some fond, great memories. I did some outstanding work there, bro. I mean, and I got a ton of friends The city was amazing, man. I stayed in Loveland, man. It was so peaceful and quiet. I just wish we won more. That's my only gripe about it. You know what I mean? And that's
you follow the team. How about Joe Mixon and Chase Brown? How about Joe Mixon and Chase Brown?
Well, let's do the Joe Mixon, because the $8.5 million thing. You know, for the contract, he took a pay cut last year. So I'm going to get a couple current topics. Chick, I know I told you I'd have you out of here. Do you still got a little time? You good, Chick?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good, man.
Okay. But yeah, just thoughts, and start with you, Corey, on Mixon. Man, asking someone to take a pay cut 2 years in a row is pretty rough.
Oh, man, that's brutal, too.
The market of the running backs is brutal as well right now.
You said that part. That part, the way they treat running backs nowadays, man, is disrespectful, man. I don't even. I think I'll find a new job if I was in a running back, you know, in this current market. But two years in a row trying to get me for a discount, man, that's not good. That's not good. And I would say, man, Mixon is a great back, man. He's good for that team. He's a leader, and he's part of that core. Yeah. And that locker room that makes stuff work down there, man. I wish they could come to some current footing on getting that resolved. And it's just gonna boil down to, do he really want to be there? And if you I think he does. Yeah. That situation fits him perfect. I mean, that's the base case scenario for my guy. I don't see him going somewhere else and having opportunities he does there. So hopefully they work that part out. And I heard they franchised Higgins, which is a great move. We got him for another year. Yeah. I don't know the lingo or the contract talks. Does he walk free next year?
You know what? Technically, again, I think, right?
Technically, they could do it again, but that won't happen.
Right.
There you go.
And if they can't reach a long-term deal, which doesn't look likely, he will walk the following year.
They applied the tag so soon is the kind of big thing. They announced it today, and this is I think, Chick, maybe I'm wrong, but this is the earliest they've applied the tag, because they still had a couple.
It's the earliest a guy has been franchise tagged. And the one thing I say for T, you got to be careful, because once you do reach free agency, you just can't go to the highest bidder. You better have a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Marvin Jones went to Detroit. I predicted it because Calvin Johnson had just retired. And I said, he's the best player on the market right now. So Marvin Jones goes, and who's his quarterback? Matthew Stafford. And Mohamed Sanu went to Atlanta with Matty Ice.
They love the Mats.
You want to go to a place that has a good quarterback and wants to win. And CD goes to New England and gets a damn Super Bowl ring.
I mean, to be fair, though, CD's pretty much the reason they got the ring that year, though.
Yeah, they didn't have a quarterback at all.
Yeah. That guy's tough.
He's a bum.
Hey, Tom Brady, hey, that was all me, motherfucker.
That's right. That was all CD. You made him look good.
That was all on my back, brother. I did that.
I mean, that year was a lot of it, to be fair. But
it was cool. A lot of players had a lot of part in that, man. But to what Chick is saying, man, this is what I've been saying for the last couple of weeks. Like, chasing the bag over being in a position to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to make your mind up about that type of stuff, man. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you guys, man, it's hard as fuck, because you know what? Mm-hmm. Securing the future of your family is uno.
Yeah.
And I get that part of it. I lived it. I get it. I understand that part. So I know where that plays a part in it. But I mean, in some aspects, man, if you could find a happy medium between the two, getting your bag and being in a place where you can succeed, man, that's the place for you. Because, hey, man, I know a lot of guys. I know a lot of athletes that went on, chased the bag, went on to another team, and was trash, was done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can be miserable.
So that happens.
Making money, but being miserable losing.
I'll give you guys an example. You look at it now. I know it's on 1 year, but you look at Jesse Bates, goes to the Falcons, has one of the best seasons ever, highest paid safety. But Falcons don't make the playoffs. Von Bell goes to the Carolina Panthers. I think we all know how that's going right now. So I just hope it's worth it. I just really hope it's worth it. I mean, you get your money, but
it's not going to be worth it when we all hoist that Lombardi this year in our
That's part of it,
in New Orleans, baby.
Yes.
Joey B does not lose in the
Bourbon
Superdome.
Street,
He
Bourbon
wins
Street.
national championships.
Joey B and Jamar Chase back in New Orleans.
Now on Twitter, everybody's saying Justin Jefferson's coming too. We'll get some free agency. So
How much draft capital do you see the Bengals ever give up? Is what I always say to that.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. And I'm an LSU guy, but still, come on, you can't pay Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and Joey B.
Not even pay him. The Bengals would have to give up a lot. You'd have
well,
to
there's a school of thought that you
minimum.
sign and trade T. Higgins, and you get a boatload of a first rounder. There's some quality wideouts.
Well, let me ask you this, Chuck. You think if they trade T. Higgins this year, they get a first-round pick for him?
Easy.
You think so?
God, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and a proven player, 2 or 3 players.
What about like pick number 7? Because he'd be going to where he knows an offense, where a guy's trying to instill a brand new offense, and T. Higgins knows that offense.
Oh yeah,
that's Titans. Yeah. You think he's worth? You think they'd give up a pick number 7 for him?
I think you'd have to give up 18 and T for 7 because the trade value chart wise that equals out to like pick 31 of the first round.
Yeah, he was the 33rd overall pick, which is really a first rounder,
basically.
Right,
yeah.
Right, CD.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Look at all the studs the Bengals got in the second round, including Corey Dillon.
Man.
That's right.
Baby.
Oh my gosh.
Hey man, it ain't what round you go in, it's what you do when you get there, buddy. That's my motto.
You're so right.
There it is.
So many studs and then Jackson Carman. No offense to Jackson Carman, but god damn, he ain't done nothing.
I'll tell I'll tell one more story and then I'm going to jump off and you guys like piranhas all over CD.
Yeah.
So Corey is getting ready to sign, I believe, another contract. We're in Georgetown, and I'm in Mike Brown's apartment.
Oh Lord!
And it's his birthday's coming up. I wish him a happy birthday. We're talking about different players and stuff, and there's a couple of holdouts, and CD is looking for another contract. And the phone rings on his coffee table. Mike gets up. Oh, hi, Punky. That means his daughter. Oh, hi, Punky. Chick was just leaving. Yeah. So that was my cue to get out. They were going to have a family meeting. Oh, hi, Punky. Chick was just leaving. Yes.
Yeah, he said.
Oh my. Yeah, Mike is just he's unbelievable.
Hey man, we've been through some epic stuff, bro. I'm telling you. Epic.
All right.
You're epic. We will be in touch. I got to get you back on the radio, man.
Man, tell her you got my number, man. Anytime.
Tell everybody where to find you, Chick.
Greg, you dudes, you're awesome. God, let's do it again.
Yeah.
That was all right. I saw some comments, man. People are loving the show.
Appreciate you. 700 WLW. What time you on?
Yeah, I'm going to be on this Saturday. I've got like a double shift after the Reds, and then there's a 45-minute window before UC basketball, and then 6:30 to 9 p.m. So it's a kind of a double shift.
That's all day.
Yeah.
You're doing 2-a-days down there at WLW.
2-a-days. And can't wait for baseball season for some extra innings. And
Absolutely.
would have been a hell of a baseball player.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a whole different show.
It is.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. Love you, CD. We'll be in touch, my brother.
Yes, indeed, man.
Thank you. Awesome. Yeah. All righty. Bye
See you,
now.
Chickster.
Thank you, Chick.
Thanks, guys.
He's pretty cool.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
That's what's up, man.
Hey, you know when I just sat back and shut up for like 20, 30 minutes, it's
man.
going pretty well.
Hey, hey, man, he didn't fabricate shit, man. That dude is dead on. He knows
And
what
that lamp
he's
thing, except that lamp thing you heard through the grapevine, that's some bullshit.
That's right.
I mean,
talking.
hey,
Hey, shit. And I'm sitting back thinking, like, who the fuck told him this shit, man? Like that was like damn near 30 years ago. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm glad we could clear shit up.
Hey, man, but nah, man, that's one good dude. And my time there, man, we speak like I talk now, man. We'll chop it up, man. And he'll tell you, man, I didn't hide shit. I just speak.
Yeah.
You
can tell him you can start coming on those Saturdays. You need that paycheck with it though. Chick Ludwig and Corey Dillon Power Hour.
The Power Hour.
We definitely need that.
Hey, Chick.
Oh, someone's calling Corey.
Someone's calling him. That's the
Got
thing.
it called or text?
Chick's already calling him.
Hold the sign up, Greg. Hold the sign up.
You're muted, Corey. I don't know what happened. What's the sign say?
We can't hear you. We had the same problem.
Oh, after the phone?
He logs out and back in. No. He's
see in just a minute.
No, we had the same issue on Jeff's show one time. But yeah, no, Chick Ludwig, I've been reading about him since like I was in 13 or 14 years old, wrote for the Dayton Daily News. And just so awesome he's on the radio because every time I call him, he's like, "Oh, you're Greg from Madeira, huh?"
Yeah.
I want to but no, Chick is so cool. Just full of energy. Love reading his stuff, and he's so awesome to listen to on the radio.
Got my Bengals and Bruce shirt as well, John.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good. I know CD's got one. I don't.
Oh,
where's that Bengals? Look, Corey, they were showing off their Bengals and Bruce shirts.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! I got
you get
mine.
one of these that came in yet? Chop sent you one.
Hell yeah! I got mine. I love that.
Uh-oh.
How'd it go out again?
How'd it go?
He's fucking with us. I think he's fucking with us now. Did we go out again?
There we go.
Oh, maybe he's fucking with us.
No, it's on mute. Corey, you're on mute. Corey, you're on mute.
He wasn't, though.
Can't we just unmute him?
Yeah, just unmute and see what happens.
Can't unmute. Their mic isn't connected, is what it says.
Oh. Now
right, try one more time. Try one more time. One more time. One more time.
Yeah.
Somebody blowing him up, man. If that's Arlette, you better take it.
It probably, yeah. If it's Arlette, man, I ain't fucking with her.
Nuh-uh. Yeah. Take that phone call.
Nah, she's too nice. She's too nice. You know them nice ones, man. You fuck with them.
You know what time
they come at you.
Oh, here we go again.
All right, one of you guys bring him on.
Yeah, I got it.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Oh my god!
I could hear you at first when you came back, and then it cut out. Like,
so, whenever you see me hold the notepad up, that means we can't hear you.
Right?
Okay.
He's right there. We can't hear you on the
notepad. I swear, it's on point every damn time I do a show.
Right.
Somebody called me. I ain't talked to in months. Like
it was probably Chick. It's probably Chick. Soon as he gets off the damn
right
thing,
now.
he's like, Saturday, Corey. Saturday.
Hey, you guys brought up an interesting point. Yeah, Chick, cut that goddamn check. I'll be there every Saturday.
That's right, man.
I mean, honestly.
And hell with that, yes, indeed. But he's a good dude, though, man. Real good dude.
No, Corey, I was telling them, I used to read about Chick a lot. Funny thing is, so I live in Madeira. I'm known as Greg from Madeira when I call on a lot of radio shows, and I called in Chick a lot. Chick's like, "Oh, you're Greg from Madeira, huh?" Yeah, I know you got fired up a little bit. Corey, I can't imagine why he would think such a thing, right?
Right. Yeah. In the building, they call him Psycho Greg.
We got a comment here. I hope I get to meet Corey on April 26th. I can thank him for following me on Twitter/X. Hey, I don't know, man. The event's happening one way or the other, but if our man makes it in, that's just going to make that event so much more fun because we love us some Corey Dillon.
Yeah. Hey, man, I love y'all too, man.
Love,
peace, and hair grease, man. That's my philosophy. Yes, indeed.
Is that 100 yet?
That's
95.
95.
All right.
That's a good percentage.
That's 95 north.
Hey, that's not a bad deal right there so far. I'm like, hey,
it ain't 95 south. It's 95 north.
If you get in the day before that, I told Greg we need to go up to the draft party and just fucking bust up in there and crash it at Paycor.
Just bust up in that.
Just bust up in that bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Pork chop, you crazy, my man. Holy shit. Hey, I'll be right with you, man. I'll be right with you.
Yeah.
Pork chop, don't sell big. You cannot sell big fancy, man. Don't sell big fancy.
Don't do it, bro.
I probably won't. Every once in a while I get to looking. Like I told my wife the one time, I'm like, I think I'm gonna trade my truck in and get a Mustang. She goes, "You're not getting a Mustang, Chris."
Yeah, you look, but you get told no.
I know. I'm like, she's like,
are you talking about a Cadillac truck or a car?
No, fuck no. Cadillac CT5V.
Oh man, Cadillac pimping. I see you, Chris.
Yeah.
I know what you.
I need the sedan. You can't get an SUV Cadillac. What the fuck you want an SUV
I'm
Cadillac?
just saying. I thought you was trading in the truck for a truck.
No, man. I need something that warm my ass up. The heated seat, the cool seat,
hydraulics.
Yeah,
the hydraulics.
Man, bro. Hey, listen. I grew up a Cadillac dude. Mom, dad, that's all they drove, man. And I tell you, it's like driving on your sofa. I know what you're talking about.
See, now you're talking me into it. I'm big fancy ain't even gonna be here in April.
Man, don't do that, man. I sat down in that fucker, man. Come on.
You can sit in the Cadillac too. Only the Cadillac will warm your ass up if it's cold outside.
I tell you, that's one of the smoothest rides ever.
Hey, when I was looking at them, they got a button on their seats, and some of them Cadillacs, man, will massage you while you're driving.
Oh, Chris, you sold, man. Hey, buy Big Fancy. Buy Big Fancy.
R.I.P., bitch.
Hey, if I do get a Cadillac, you know what I'm going to call it? Big Fancy.
What you gonna call it?
The name's going to keep going. Big Fancy. Big fancier.
Big fancy. Big fancier.
Big fancier.
Why not?
Yeah.
As you should, man.
Man, honestly, Corey, having you on is like some of the best shows we have, man. You're a good dude, and I hope you get every honor. You deserve the Hall of Fame, man. Everything you deserve it, man. And you giving us like little small ass show like this some time. Man, you don't know how much that honestly means to us, for real.
Oh, brother, man. It means a lot to me because you guys I know you guys. I met you guys. You guys are good people, man. And listen, man, you guys done helped me tremendously, man. I'm dead ass serious, man. You think I'm helping you? You guys done help me more. I'm just keeping it a buck. So the love and the friendship is real, man. And
for sure.
We started off on a mission, man, and we're gonna complete that mission, and we're gonna keep going, man. So hey, it's gonna get done sooner or later. So
right, the mission is this
we all
year's
can be optimistic about
Ring
that.
of
We all
Honor
in a
game.
better place.
You're down there on the goddamn 50-yard line this year, getting that fucking beautiful jacket with the Bengals shit on the inside.
And all y'all gonna be down there with me. Fuck that. You know what I mean? I'm dead serious.
Hey, I'll be from the stands cheering your ass on, man.
Right.
And I'll be happy to do it.
Man,
I'll be in the stands, but fuck that. You're going to take me down on the field. I'm going to be that fucking jacket.
I'm going to tell them to have a goddamn microphone. I'm going to be like, Chris, motherfucking pork chop.
Yes! Yes!
Boom.
Yeah.
Hey, Savage, get your ass down here right now.
Yeah.
Everybody get your ass. I'm not playing, bro, because
they're going to be like, here's Willie Anderson to give Corey's jacket. He's going to be like, fuck you, Willie. Pork Chop's doing it.
Turn that shit to Chop, man. I'm dead serious. So you guys had a hand in a lot of stuff this last year, bro, and that helped me develop. I'm more comfortable getting on podcasts and talking and being me just by knowing you guys and coming on and just chatting, man. So Your contribution and you helping me out will never be forgotten, man.
No, Corey,
and shout out Iceman too. I know you go.
Yes. Hey, I got to deal with his crazy ass in about an hour. So.
That's right.
Yeah, he's your.
Well, Corey, I actually might be on there also, so you might have to deal with me again here.
Shit. Well, I'll see you back in an hour, Savage. Fine.
Yeah, so no, but Corey, when you were with us for the Buffalo game, just chilling out at our tailgate, it was just so cool, man. You were just chilling out with us, just talking to everybody. You got to meet my brothers. You met my coworker. You were good to every single person. I had one fan text me, "Hey, you think I can make Corey Dillon?" I'm like, "Why are you asking me?" Yeah,
I'm sitting down right there. Hell yeah, come on.
Yeah, but like, why are you asking me? Yes, sure.
Man, I'm human, just like you guys, man.
Right.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? I'm dude, and that was probably, one of the best times I had in a long freaking time, man. I never envisioned like being out there because I was so focused, playing and shit. I never knew what really actually goes on before a game and you know what I mean? Until I went down there and tailgated with you guys, man. It was amazing.
Yeah, tailgating. Look, I always say listen, the Bengal game experience to me is 51-49. 51 tailgate, 49 game. I love hanging out with my fucking boys in the park.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go, man.
It becomes a community for us. And
we even go back. We go back in the parking lot after the game for an hour or so.
Man, that's my type of tailgating. Hell yeah.
Chop it up.
No,
yeah, man. That was a great experience for me. I never seen that component of the game before, man. And I was just taken back, and I would do it again in a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna do it again. We got another.
What lot we in? Hey, I always say 4. Is it lot 1 or 4?
Lot 1.
Lot 1.
Because we're number 1. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
That's right.
Lot 1. My ass is gonna be there this upcoming season, and we're gonna. Hey, I'm gonna be chilling. Hey, to everybody out there, man, don't be shy, man. I don't fucking bite. I look like a pit bull, but I don't bite.
You know what Corey, you know what a lot lizard is?
Oh God.
I don't want to know.
a lot lizard.
I don't want to know that shit, bro.
Well, that's what we call ourselves. Is the lot 1 lizards. The lot 1 lizards.
The lot 1 lizards. But a lot lizard.
Shit, I'm a lizard then. I'll be there. Lot 1.
You got it. Let me tell you what a lizard is.
You should let me explain. You should let him explain it before you agreed to.
Yeah, you should have.
I'm not going. Fuck that. I don't like it.
It's a lot.
Yeah, what the hell is that, bro?
A lot lizard is a truck stop hooker.
But I thought
I don't know about truck stop.
We were talking about lot 1, so we were like, "Fuck it, be the lot 1 lizard." It's kind of funny, you know. I'm like, "Fuck it," and people were like,
I agree with shit with you, Chris. You are something else, man.
People were like, "You know what that means, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's supposed to be funny. That's the whole fucking point."
Yeah. Man, plus, if you got $20, it's $20.
Yeah, I
don't know about that truck stop hooker shit.
Yeah, no.
Come on, Corey. I need money. I gotta buy cat litter, man. I need every avenue I can.
Damn.
You just didn't say that, man.
That shit ain't cheap, man.
Hey, pork chop, man. You the funniest dude, man, ever. Oh my God.
I love me some pork chop. Hey, I'm gonna let you off here, man. You've been in for an hour again too, and you got Jeff's show, man. Once again,
all
you're
right,
awesome,
boss, man. Hey, Dale, Savage, Chop, man. It was good, man. What a good show, man. I got a good laugh. I loved it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
Hey, anytime, I'll be back.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, brother.
See you, Corey. Love you, buddy.
All right.
Who day?
Oh,
good show, man. And we didn't even do anything.
No, dude. I mean, that was just so cool. Like Chick just telling those stories to Corey. You could just tell how excited Chick was to be on with Corey. I mean, when I messaged him that Corey was coming on, I mean, I showed you guys. I don't think he's complaining that Corey's coming on. That is just so. I mean, this is just awesome.
That's
$20
true.
is $20.
Put it on his gravestone.
But seriously, this is just so cool. I mean,
I know it was good. I loved it. Just sitting back and listening to those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm like, man, I ain't even got to say nothing.
No, exactly. It's just like we're just sitting back, chilling, watching these two. I mean, it's just incredible, man. It's like,
I even joined the chat and put it in there. Just sit and listen to those two Bengal legends. Talk about the back in the days. It was awesome.
Yeah, and I mean that's what I'm saying, man. They really should do that. They should do the Power Hour,
dude.
Chick, Corey, and
who
Corey
is it that's on? Tim McGee gets on there with Chuck now, right? Or
he said he used to. He said he used to, but he's usually on there as a former player. He used to have like McGee, I think, help.
Yeah, Tim McGee. It was Tim McGee. Yeah,
Tim McGee used to help host the post game show or something.
Yes, it was.
That's what I'm saying. Man, Corey could do that shit. You and Corey.
And you look at Chick. Chick is just so passionate, enthusiastic about what you could just tell Chick loves doing.
I can't believe that dude's almost 70. He does not look 70.
No.
He's 69.
I knew he was older, but man.
Nice.
Okay.
I got to get some of that fucking cream he's using, that skin cream.
Yeah, but I mean, no, Chick, though, that's why I like Chick.
That much.
Chick is just so every time you turn on Chick's show, he has the same passion and energy he always shows. I mean, that's just what's so cool about him. Yes, that would be awesome. Man. No, Pork Chop should be involved in the pregame too. We got to get Pork Chop on too.
I'm pregaming in the parking lot.
There's no way the FCC are gonna let Pork
Chop. FCC won't let it be
again. We need the beeping sound. Beep. Pork Chop's like, I don't beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, you got
what do you think, Pork Chop? Beep, 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 beep. Sound like fucking Morse code.
Radio, yeah.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna work. Code. Look at this. Tyler's saying, Pork Chop, you don't look your age either. All right, man. I appreciate y'all. Fun show. Be back definitely Friday. Probably pick up doing 3 shows again. And next Monday, we're supposed to have Cincy Hat Matt on to talk about the St. Taddie's Day event. I don't know if we'll talk about anything maybe in the works for the event for the 26th, but Cincy Hat will be at the event on the 26th. Also, the draft guide. Santori is finishing up his end of watching prospects. I've watched mine. I tinker constantly, but that should be coming out next week. We wanted to wait till after the combine in case there's any tweaks. Need to go back and watch a couple more games of some guy who runs a 4.2 or something, and just say, hey, should we bump him up a little bit?
Right.
So we got the combine this week. Friday we'll have a show. Should just be us. Greg will probably dance for us Friday.
That's true. It's Dancing Friday. And
I mean, we don't have to do it every show, Greg, but it can just be a Friday thing.
I was hoping you forget about it, but
I will be on Friday. I will have celebrated my 13th birthday.
Yeah, it's turning 13 this week. So happy birthday to Pork Chop.
Happy birthday, Chop.
Leap year, baby. So the 29th, everybody make sure you wish Pork Chop a happy birthday.
And Venmo. No better way to say happy birthday, Pork Chop than Venmo.
Yep.
Or buy a shirt from the Chop Shop.
Buy a shirt from the Chop Shop.
Yep.
Hey, I'm going to start selling these lamps.
So you get something out of it.
I'm going to start selling these lamps too. So if anybody wants one of these, fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Jeffrey. Thank you, Matt.
He meant Chop, but autocorrect. It happens. He's probably trying to type it quick knowing we're getting off here.
Yeah. Well,
we love Matt.
There's nothing wrong with a little hope.
Hey, Matt, by the way, buddy, I still need to get to
Jesus, Greg, you said that Friday.
I'm sorry.
You slacking ass.
No, I'm slacking. Matt, I apologize. I'm going to definitely try to mail it tonight when I can. I got to get. All I need is an authentic stamp.
And if you got
I didn't get the memo.
Shirts before that's like thicker, almost screen print. These Bengals and Brews shirts are not, man. They're a lot lighter. So
yes, they are.
FYI.
Yeah.
If you're looking to,
that's true.
And I'm assuming. Is it other shirts now?
Yeah, the one you're wearing is made by Canva, and the ones I normally use are Gildan.
Okay.
I just wanted to try the Canva on something. You're right. It's a lot thinner shirt. It's a little soft.
It is. No, it is.
A little thinner.
I like it. Yeah, I think this is the way to go. Just my personal opinion. They're a lot smoother.
I'll have to redo everything.
No. I'm saying going forward with designs.
Okay.
This design is really
this is awesome, Chop.
And then my hat should be coming in soon too. So
I saw your hat. It was in Jamaica, New York on the 26th.
Yeah.
Or no, on the 22nd. So
yeah, that's the last I saw too. Maybe it'll be in the mail today. Who knows?
It could be.
I'm excited for that.
It'll be any day now.
But yeah, definitely shout out Chop Shop and shout out our sponsors. 50 West, first off, we'll pick back up with them, especially even more when the season starts with 50
Yeah.
West, hopefully having some delicious beer at the tailgate. But, we have the gift cards that we got a couple more gift cards from them we plan on doing throughout the off season, courtesy of them. So shout out 50 West, and then also Midwest Best Barbecue, Midwest Best Barbecue, and the draft event. It's supposed to be at Midwest. If you're like, oh, I've been to Midwest, it's kind of small. Guess what? There's something in the works called a tent for the outside area. So even if it's raining that day, you won't have to stand out in the rain for the outside area that they have. So we can make sure we accommodate more people. Cincy Hat's going to be there, as you saw. Maybe Corey Dillon. Maybe some other surprises.
Yep.
Maybe even Pork Chop.
I might show up.
Maybe even me.
Show.
Hugs from Pork Chop. You don't even have to pay them. They're free hugs.
They're free. But you can make a donation for each hug, though. You can make a donation for each hug, and then that way it helps the Project Game Day.
Yep.
Where we buy Project Game Day is buying tickets for military veterans and adults with disabilities to go to a Bengals game. So,
and Cincy Hat will have a variety of their hats, but I can say this: I can't show you a hat, but it will be a hat that is not out that will come up at the event for the very first time. That you can only get at the event. It'll be online later on, probably, but it will not be out before the event. So the first time the chance to get this hat will be at the event from Cincy Hat. And I can't say what the hat is or show you guys, but we've seen the mock-ups already, and they should be coming in. So.
And you're going to fucking want it.
Yes.
I got to tell you, it's like the best Cincy hat ever. I love it.
By the way, shout out to Chick Ludwig, who just tagged us on Facebook and all that. He had such a great time. So this is just like
Jeff, you can come.
No, actually, Jeff, you're not. You can't.
No, Jeff.
Everybody but Jeff.
Everybody, Jeff. There's gonna when we get that big guy at the door, he's gonna be. We already have your ID, Jeff. You can't come.
Right.
Well, I do want to say
we're
going to be rolling out for meal tickets and things like that, so you're guaranteed a seat. Because if you just want to come and get a Cincy hat, that's fine. But if you want to stay for the event and make sure you have a seat along with the meal ticket, which will roll the menu out soon. Just keep an eye on that, I want to say, because all this stuff's in the works. And, we're going to be starting to sell the pre-sale of that really soon. That way we can get an idea for how many plan on coming, staying for the event, this, that, and the other, so you can watch the draft. Even though they close at a certain time, indoors will be exclusive for the event. They'll still be taking takeout orders and doing their regular business as far as that goes. But there won't be any other inside business except this draft event. Number one. Number two, if you guarantee yourself a seat, you're guaranteed to stay after hours for the draft event, along with raffles, this, that, and the other. If we got surprise, if Corey Dillon's there. So I just, I want to let everybody know all this stuff's in the works. We haven't forgot about it. We just, we can't put out too much of an announcement till things are completely finalized, but it's all in the works. So super excited about it. It's going to be a good time.
Absolutely.
Shout
out to Tim and Nicole for helping us out with this too. Tim and Nicole, I mean, anybody that's met them, they're just so awesome.
Great one to watch. Just watch the draft there potentially.
This is all that happened.
Bengals and Bourbon got an idea for doing Project Game Day and trying to get some tickets to people, that would otherwise have difficulty going to the games, military veterans, adults with special needs. And it turned into, hey, maybe doing an event there. And Tim and Nicole being super accommodating, super great people, super big part of, this show was nice enough to allow us to do this there. So none of this would be possible without them, 1,000%. So shout out Tim and Nicole, and make sure you guys go down. It's great food too, period.
Yeah.
If you've never had it and you plan on coming to the draft event and having Midwest for the first time, you're going to be so happy that you did.
Oh, my God.
Food alone.
Yes.
Those
fucking chicken wings up there.
Every person I brought there just came away. She said, "Greg, this is awesome." I mean,
Dale, those chicken wings.
Dale, that time you took both. You took your family there. I think.
I've been there a couple times now. In person, plus the tailgates. They were gracious enough to do a couple tailgates with the shows and sponsoring.
Dale only comes to Cincinnati for Bengals games and Midwest Best.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well,
when buying a car off
when Dale won that gift card from Tyler Bulls, I'm like, Dale, I'll take the gift card. Like, Greg, no, I'm using the gift card.
Yeah, Greg, I'm going to use that gift card, buddy.
He did. But no.
Shout out Tyler.
Every friend, and shout out to Tyler. Tyler, always shout out, buddy, for
everything.
From the support, buddy.
Yeah, Matt, everybody, Crit, man, everybody that watches Hunter, everybody that watches this show tunes in, allows us just to do this, that we're not talking into the void, because we would probably just talk to each other. But the fact that somebody tunes in means, hey, we'll go live and do it, and then discussions come up, questions come up, just the community that we've built as far as doing this, that we call the Brew Crew. You call yourselves whatever you want. You're all fucking number one in my book, and you're all incredible. And I truly, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate the support that you guys give us. It means the world.
100. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much to you all.
See, I had to get a whole bunch of talking in here at the end because I was quiet for 20 or 30 minutes.
Right. Just chilling, watching those two.
I had to make up for it, though. I was like, God, I really need to talk.
And we'll have them back on. We'll have both those guys back on.
Absolutely. And you know what? Like I say, it's just so awesome. I'm just so grateful that they're all willing to take the time to come on. Just a true blessing.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're taking time out of their day, and we can't pay them to come on. I mean, they're doing that just, would try to get promotion to whatever people have going on or anything like that. But that's all we can really offer.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe a shirt gets sent to them from the chop shop every now and then.
You never know.
Chop will, let them get their $20 worth.
And the dancing by me is free. I usually charge $50 for a dance.
That's not true.
Well, you're working on already borrowed time.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I appreciate y'all, man. Brew Crew for life, 100%, man. You guys are awesome. We'll see you Friday. And like I said, free agency kicks off. Probably go back 3 days a week again. So I appreciate everybody. I appreciate you tuning into us and being a little part of your lives. And you guys are awesome.